Good day, class. So we're going to start a new beaded bag, and it's going to be a small size. I've done one half, and I want to do the other one now. So the materials we need is our size 8 sugar beads, our 8 fishing line, our size 16 or 14 round beads. I'm not sure. Our pair of scissors and our picker. So let's begin. Okay, so you cut your fishing line. I've already done that. And you start with 6 beads on any side or any of the fishing line, I mean. So you add 5 first. 5. This is 5. Then the 6th one you'd interlock, and we have created our first ring of 6. Make sure the fishing lines are of equal length. Adjust it. That's how you adjust it. So now we are going to name our fishing line. The one on my right hand is my right. The one on my left hand is my left fishing line. So now the left is going to be for adding. The right is going to be for passing. And I'll explain that soon. So now on my left, you are going to add 4 beads. That's how I said the left is going to be for adding. Then the 5th one, you interlock. So that means you're going to use 5 beads for the second ring of 6. This one that was interlocked is already 1. Then you just add 5 to make it 6. Now, the right fishing line is going to be for passing because of this. So the right fishing line will go to the next bead over here. So we have 2. This is what you're meant to have. 2 rings of 6. So now we are going to do another ring of 6, and then we already have 2 beads over here. That means we're just going to use 4 beads instead of 5 that we used in the previous step. So I just get to take 4 beads, add 3 to the left fishing line, let it go, then take 1, interlock, down 1, pull. So we have this, our third ring of 6. So as usual, right fishing line is for passing. So right fishing line will go to the next bead like that. So that is it. So now to continue, you take another 4. We want to do another ring of 6, and then we already have 2 here. We have 2, so that means we're just going to use 4. So now on the left fishing line, you add 3 beads, release it, then the 4th bead you interlock, making it our 4th ring of 6. So you're supposed to have this if you're following my steps. So as usual, the right fishing line will go to the next bead like that. So now we want to continue. We have 2 beads and we're doing a ring of 6. So we're going to add our usual 4, 3 to the left fishing line, then the 4th one you interlock or do a special method that I call lock. You create a loop like this, then the other fishing line will go through the loop you created. So we've done that, hide the knot you just formed, and we have done 5 rings of 6. So the right fishing line will go to the next bead like that, and then now we have 2 and we are going for a ring of 6. So we are going to use another 4, add 3 to the left, then the 4th one you interlock it. So that's it. Now we are at the last ring of 6. So how do we do this? We already have if we pass it through just this bead, it's going to disfigure. So instead of passing our right facial line we'll do one bead, we're going to pass the next 2 beads. That's the first one done, and then now the second one is done. And if you look closely, this is going to be 3. 1, 2, and 3. So, and we are going for a ring of 6. So you're just going to subtract 3 from 6, which is 3. So you're just going to take 3 beads, add 2 to the left. Then the third one, you interlock or lock. Then you pull. So we are done with our first step. It's going to have a snowflake-like shape. Pretty. So we are done with this step. Okay, we want to start the next method, which is going to be slightly different from the previous method. So as usual, the right facial line will go to the next bead like that. So we've done that. Now we want to create a ring of 6, and then we have 2. So we're just going to take 4 beads, then add 3 to the left facial line, interlock the 4th bead, pull, I'm locking mine, and then we have done our first ring of 6 for the second stage or step. So the right facial line is going to go to the next bead. Now this is where it's going to be slightly different from the other ones. We are going to reduce the ring of 6 to be a ring of 5. And how do we do that? You take 3 beads and then put 2 on the left facial line, then the third one you would interlock it. So we've done that. Our ring of 5 is ready. Now we want to do our ring of 6. But if we pass the right facial line through 1 bead, it's going to disfigure. And we're doing a ring of 6. It's going to look somehow. So we are just going to pass the right facial line through this first bead, and I'm going to show you why I said it's going to look somehow. So this is 2, right? I want to do a ring of 6. So if we pass it through 1 bead and we add 4 beads and we interlock the 4th one, this is what we're going to get. It's not looking okay, right? It's looking disfigured. So this is what we're avoiding. So now this is what we're avoiding. Let me show you better. This is what we're avoiding. So now we're going to just remove all the beads we just placed there just now. Yeah. And then we're going to pass our right fishing line to the next 2 beads. We'll pass it through 1, so we're just going to pass the last bead that is available. And then we've done that. Now the left fishing line, you're going to add the same number of beads, which is going to be 3, 2 on the left, interlock the 3rd one. So see, it's not disfigured and it looks good, it looks better. So the right fishing line is going to go to the next bead, just 1, to create our ring of 5. Now to make this simpler, our left fishing line is going to be the same amount of beads going to be added on the left fishing line, which is 3. It is our right fishing line that we would change, we will spice things up. So we want to create a ring of 5. So we're just going to add 3 beads or 2 beads, then the 5th one, the 3rd one I mean, would either lock or interlock. So we have made our ring of 5, and now we want to make another ring of 6. So we'll pass it to the next 2 beads. So we have this. Now to get our ring of 6, you're just going to take 3 beads and then interlock the 3rd one. Sorry about that. So now we've done our ring of 6. Now we're going to pass the right fishing line to the next bead to create our ring of 5. So 3 beads. If you notice, we have been adding the same amounts of beads since we did the first ring of 5. I don't know if you understand what I mean. It's the right fishing line that has been different. So interlock the third one, we have created a ring of 5, and here's what I mean. So your right fishing line will go to next 2 beads to create a ring of 6, and now I'm just going to take 3 beads, the same amounts of beads we've been using the previous time, then you interlock the third one, and then boom, we've done that. So you're just going to keep doing this till we get to the last one. So I'm going to do the rest of camera. Hopefully you don't make any mistake. So let's finish this and then do the rest of camera. Okay, so I'll do the rest of camera and then we'll come back. Okay, so we are at the last stage, this stage. So we are at the last stage and we want to finish this one. We want to finish this side. And if we pass the right fishing line through just one bead, it's going to disfigure. And this is going to be ring of 5. This place is 6, this place is 6, so that means 5 has to be in the middle because we're doing it 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, and then 5. I don't know if you understand what I said. If we pass our right fishing line through one bead, it's going to disfigure. Since we're doing a ring of 5, that means we'll use, for this example I'm giving you, we'll use 3 beads because we're doing a ring of 5. So you interlock the third bead and then you pull it down. And what do we have? A disfigured mat. This is not what we want. This is not what we're aiming for. We're aiming to get a perfectly shaped and neat bag or neat beaded mat. So we're going to remove this. Now we're going to pass the right fishing line not through just one bead but through both beads. So this is what you're supposed to have. This, yeah. Now we have 3 already, 1, 2, 3, and we're doing a ring of 5. You're just going to remove 3 from 5, that's 2. So you're just going to take 2 beads, add 1 to the left, then interlock or lock the second one, and then you pull like that. So we have done the second stage. Simple, right? Also note, please make sure you either lock your as you are doing it, you lock some of the beads or you tighten your hand to make sure the mat is strong, because mine is strong. So now let's continue the next stage, which is going to be way different from the first and second stage. So passing your right fishing line to any bead this time. So you're just going to take 3 beads, add 2 to the left, then interlock the third one. So we have this, our first diamond of 4. So the right fishing line is going to go to the next bead, and then since we are doing a diamond of 4, we already have 2 as like this. So you're just going to take 2 beads and then you add 1 to the left, then interlock the second one. So we've done that. Right fishing line will go to the next bead. Then we take another 2 beads, add one to the left, interlock the second bead, bifacial line will go to the next bead. Again, 2 beads, add one to the left, interlock the second one, bifacial line will go to the next bead. So we're going to keep doing this till we get to the last bead, or to the second to the last, because that's where we're going to do something slightly different from our previous one. So yeah, I'm going to do it off camera and then come back and continue where we'll stop and continue. Okay, so at the second to the last bead, so the usual 2 beads on the left fishing line, interlock the second bead, right fishing line will go to the next one. Then lower fishing line, well, the last one, and if you notice, if we put it through one bead, it's going to disfigure. So we're going to put it through these 2 beads. The right fishing line is going to go to the next 2 beads. So we've done that. Now we're doing a diamond of 4. So I'm just going to take 1 bead and then lock the same bead. So we are done with this step. Okay, hide knot. We're done with this step. Now we want to continue the step. And then how do we do that? We're going to continue by taking 3 beads, add 2 to the left, the third one will be interlocked like this, but instead of it facing this direction, it's going to come towards the ceiling, like it's going to face up towards the ceiling. I don't know if you get what I mean, like this. Then your lower facial line will go to the next bead. So we've done the first step. So again, second step, take 2 beads, add 1 to the left, second one you interlock it, lower facial line will go to the next bead. That's the second one. I'm going to do this again. Okay. The 2 beads again, add 1 to the left, interlock the second one, lower facial line go to the next bead. So lower facial line go to the next bead. So I'm going to keep doing this till we get to round. But then the difference with this one is that you're going to leave an opening for the like for space. If you want to do it now, you're going to leave an opening. So I left 6 beads. And that means you're going to continue until you leave 6 beads. So yeah, make sure you mark the 6 bead, then complete it. But I'll do it off camera. Okay. Let's continue. Let's count for the opening of the bag. This is where the opening is where you are going to, like, if you want to put some things in the bag. So let's count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to ignore the 6. Then this is where we'll continue. Okay, so normally we used to on the left fishing line you add 2 beads, then you interlock the second one, and then you pull. So we've done that. So now we are to continue. So we start with because we're starting a new row, we'll start with 3 beads. Add 2 to the left, interlock the third one, then the other fishing line or my right fishing line will go to the next bead. Add 2 to the left, the second one you interlock it, then other fishing line will go to the next bead. So one more time, 2 to the left or top fishing line, other fishing line, you interlock the second bead, other fishing line go to the next bead. So we're going to do this round to finish this whole thing. You just do it till you finish the whole thing, then we'll join the bag together. Yeah. Okay. We've done that. Now we want to join the bag together. I've done both sides. Now we want to join the sides together, I mean. So let's start. We have excess fishing line over here, and if you look, the opposite of this one is this one. So we're going to add 1 bead to this fishing line. So let's do that. Okay, we've done that. So now the same fishing line you added the bead, you're going to pass it through the same place in the opposite parts. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So we have this, we have this. So to continue, let's first use this. Yeah. So to continue, just take 1 bead and then we'll interlock that 1 bead. So we have this. Now one side will go to the next bead and then you do the same thing for the other side or for the other fishing line. So we have this. Now to continue, take 1 bead, interlock that 1 bead. We have this. Both fishing lines will go to the next bead. So you take another bead, continue one more time. Both fishing lines will go to the next bead. So just 1 bead. So I'm going to keep doing this till we go round. Sorry. I'm going to keep this till we get to the last place till we go round. We're on the last bead, so just take 1 bead and then you lock it or you interlock. So I have done that and we're done with this side. Now it's time for the handle, and the handle is going to be very simple, very simple. So this is where our big round beads will come in. So you just make sure the fishing lines are together, like pinch it together or something. Then you pick your big beads and then you put it through. You put both lines through the hole. I don't know. I don't know the number of beads I'm going to use. I'm going to keep using until I feel satisfied. For So on the middle part, 1 2 1 2, this place, you're going to take any side. Let's start from inside. You pass. Let's start from the right. Your right fishing line will go through the middle bead. 1. Then you do the same thing for the left fishing line. You pull. So just pass your fishing line. Just pass the fishing line round, and if you can make them come to each other and then lock in it. Yeah, just to ensure that the handle is safe. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do, if it's possible. But apart from that, we're done. This is what we're making. We're done with the bag. So yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching.